Hello, dear students. Hope you all are safe at home. Today, we will continue with our same chapter, chapter number 6 of History, the Mughal Empire 1. In the last video, as I told you, that Akbar was a great administrator and its administration was divided into two parts, central administration and provincial administration. Central administration we already did in our earlier video. Today we will start with the provincial government. Provincial administration. So, in this provincial administration, the vast empire was divided into 15 provinces, or you can call it subas. Subas and provinces, one and the same thing. A governor or subedar was placed in charge of each province, who was the leader of both military and civil affairs. And this divan kept the records of land revenue, and दीवान एंड सूबेदार kept a close watch on, means वो दोनों आपस में एक दूसरे पर नजर रखते थे. And this province was further divided into districts or sarkars. We call it districts or sarkars, which were further divided into small units of administration, which was called as prangans. And each of these units had a team of government officials managing their affairs and reporting it to corresponding official at the level immediately above them. So, सबकी अपनी अपनी यूनिट है. ईच ऑफ दीज यूनिट हैड अ टीम ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफिशियल्स. वो अपने अपने काम करते थे और अपने अकॉर्डिंगली अपने हेड को रिपोर्ट करते थे. एंड विलेजेस वर लुक्ड आफ्टर बाय द पंचायत्स. एंड अकबर वांटेड टू एस्टैब्लिश अ यूनिफॉर्म कॉइनेज थ्रू आउट हिज एम्पायर. मीन्स वो एक कॉइनेज सिस्टम को बराबर करना चाहता था, यूनिफॉर्म सिस्टम रखना चाहता था. सो ही इंट्रोड्यूस अ न्यू यूनिफॉर्म स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ कॉइनेज. But uh, he kept in mind that the older coins which were still current should be accepted from the peasants for their full face value. उसी full face value means जो उसकी value है उसी पर ही. So this shows that Akbar wanted to have strict justice along with safeguarding the interest of the peasants. And he introduced silver, copper and gold coins with an open minting system. ओपन मिंटिंग सिस्टम मीन्स इन विच एनीवन विलिंग टू पे द मिंटिंग चार्जेस. कोई भी अपना मेटल लाकर मिंट करा सकता था कॉइन्स को. बस उसको क्या पे करना होता था, दे हैव टू पे द मिंटिंग चार्जेस. यूनिफॉर्म वेट्स एंड मेजर्स. बिफोर अकबर्स रेन, reign means period of rule. So before Akbar's reign, weights and measure system varied from region to region and commodity to commodity. Means from there is a variation in the weights and measurement from place to place and commodity to commodity. And these weights were based on the weights of various seeds, and lengths were based on the length of arms and widths of finger. Means there was no proper way of measuring the things. Just using they used seeds for the measurements, for the weights, and for the length they used their arms and fingers. And but that Akbar adopted Barleycorn for the weight, means proper measurement system, and for linear measurement he introduced the new system Ilahi Gaz, that is called as yard. Revenue system. Akbar adopted the basic structure of Sher Shah's revenue system. Means for few years he adopted the same system as that of Sher Shah's Suris, and it continued till 1585. Then, with the help of his revenue minister, that was Todermal, he introduced some important land reform system, which was known as Todermal's Bandobast or settlement, and it was also known as Japti or Dhesala system. And what was there in that system? First, land was surveyed. Land को survey किया जाता था. Then it was measured. And then land was classified into 4 categories. Means on the basis of regularly cultivated and and occasionally cultivated. For instance, I am taking one example. Like Polaj was the land which was cultivated every year and never to be left for fallow. Means Polaj एक ऐसी land हुआ करती थी जो पूरा साल जिस पर क्या चला करता था, कल्टीवेशन, जिसको कभी भी खाली नहीं छोड़ा जाता था. वेयर एज परूती, और यू कैन कॉल्ड इट पराती. Parati was a kind of land which had to be left fallow for a time, जिसको कुछ टाइम के लिए खाली छोड़ा जाएगा to recover its fertility. And the third one is chachar. Chachar was a kind of land allowed to lie fallow, जिसको खाली छोड़ा जाएगा for 3 or 4 years and then resumed under cultivation, और फिर उसको cultivation में लाया जाएगा. And the fourth one, banjar. And this was the worst kind of land that was left out of cultivation for more than 5 years or upwards. So these were the four categories of the land. And in that Akbar's time, land was measured with a bamboo jarib. बैम्बू जरीब से उसको मेजर किया जाता था. और बैम्बू जरीब बनाई कैसी जाती थी? इट वाज जॉइंड टुगेदर विद आयरन रिंग्स इंस्टेड ऑफ द हेम्प रोप यूज बिफोर. जैसे पहले रोप से मेजर किया जाता था, नाउ इट वाज मेजर्ड विद बैम्बू जरीब विच वाज जॉइंड विद द आयरन रिंग्स. एंड देयर वाज द प्रॉपर सिस्टम ऑफ calculation, that average produce and the average price over 10 years. And one third of the produce, whatever the production of the peasant, that one third of its produce was the king's share. Means it could be paid in cash or kind. Though cash was preferred. वैसे prefer क्या किया जाता? Cash. Means जो भी production होगा उसका 1/3 part peasant को किसको देना पड़ेगा? To the king. And the revenue officers were instructed to treat the peasants well. Revenue officers को पूरी instruction दी जाती थी that they had to treat the peasants well. And there were one more provision that if the crops failed due to any reason like drought or flood, the state of remission of revenue means उनका जो revenue है वो क्या कर दिया जाता था? फिर माफ कर दिया जाता था. And there were also facility of loans that could be paid in easy installments were advanced to the peasants to buy seeds, cattle and implements. उनको लोन की फैसिलिटी थी. They can take loans and pay in easy installments to buy seeds, cattle and implements. And trade was another source of revenue also. But it is, you can say, much less in compared to land. And the main components of export were spices, indigo, textiles and saltpeter. And India traded with China, Central Asia and Europe. The Portuguese established trade centers on the western coast during Akbar's reign. Hope you enjoyed the session. Till then, read the related pages. Thank you and have a nice day.